Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, honors to our brothers who are firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on the clashes that have been taking place in Nepal. So, through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. Says 5 juveniles dead in clashes in Nepal prison. Over 7,000 prisoners escaped from different jails amid unrest. Says at least 5 juvenile inmates died during a clash with security personnel at a jail in western Nepal, while more than 7,000 prisoners escaped from different jails across the country during the violent anti-government protests, according to media reports. The massive anti-government demonstrations across Nepal that forced Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli to resign on Tuesday led to a serious law and order situation across districts, prompting the Nepal Army on Wednesday to impose nationwide restrictive orders followed by a curfew. Said inmates took advantage of the protests and tried to escape from jails, resulting in clashes across several prison facilities since Tuesday. 5 juvenile inmates died in a clash with security personnel at the Nabasta Correctional Home in Nabasta Regional Jail, located in Bajnath Rural Municipality, 3 of Banki on Tuesday night. The Rising Nepal newspaper said. The 5 juvenile inmates were killed and 4 were seriously injured when police opened fire during a clash that broke out when inmates tried to take over the weapons of security personnel of the correctional home, the newspaper said. According to authorities, 149 of the 585 inmates from the prison and 76 of the 176 detainees from the juvenile home escaped during the incident. My Republica newspaper reported that around 7,000 inmates across the country have escaped from various prisons. Citing home ministry sources, the paper said that the escapees were reported from multiple facilities, including Dilla Bazar Jail, Chitwan, Nakhu, Hamka in Sansari, Kinchenpur, you can read the rest. So the prisoners threatened security personnel while breaking out, with convicts serving sentences for various crimes now at large. Fear has gripped the public. Many victims of these crimes have reportedly fled their homes, fearing reprisals. Said in a separate report, the paper said all 471 inmates, including 43 women, escaped from the district jail in southern Nepal's Bagmati province. According to the prison administration, the inmates set fire inside the facility on Wednesday morning and broke the main gate to flee. Superintendent of Police confirmed that all prisoners have broken out of the jail. The Kathmandu Post newspaper said more than 500 inmates escaped from the Nawal Parasi West District Prison in southern Nepal. Prisoners at the district jail in Nawal Parasi West have escaped after they set fires and raised slogans demanding release inside the prison. Despite efforts to control them, most inmates managed to flee. In Kathmandu, A prisoner who attempted to escape from Dilla Bazar jail was captured by local youth and handed over to the Nepali army. Several inmates escaped from Raj prison in Saptari after setting fire inside the facility on Wednesday afternoon. Despite security personnel firing multiple rounds of tear gas to control the situation, some inmates managed to flee. The prison housed 397 inmates at the time of the incident. In Parsa, inmates had attempted to escape Burgunj prison by breaking a large hole in the southern wall of the facility. Prison chief, the prison chief said the situation was brought under control after hours of effort by security personnel. According to a video circulating on social media, the inmate had broken through a window pane to flee the prison premises. Witnesses said locals chased him down after spotting him running away. Yeah, so things are really getting turned up out there in Nepal, man. It's going down out there. But this is the Lord's work. This is what the Lord is doing. Chaos is taking hold all over the world, and it's gonna find its way here to America, and it's gonna be so much worse when it finally gets here. So the Slovakia keeps doing that. The detainee was restrained by residents before being handed over to security forces stationed nearby, it said, without specifying if the incident occurred on Tuesday or Wednesday. In another incident, at least 36 prisoners escaped from a jail in Chandinath Municipality 6, Jumla, a district in the hilly terrain of western Nepal. According to police, the escape occurred at 12:02 a.m. on Wednesday when the prisoners reportedly hit the jail warden with a wooden rod and broke the main gate to flee. DSP Rabin Babu Rejmi, the chief of police in Jumla, said the search for the escaped prisoners is ongoing. Said the jail held 98 inmates in total, of whom 36 have escaped while 62 remain in police custody. A total of 15 soldiers have been deployed under the Nepal Army Command to secure the jail. Yeah, just pure chaos going on out there. But that's a sign of the times, man. These last days that we're living in are going to be full of situations like this: prison breaks, home invasions, civil wars, race wars, you know, just just chaos, man, just total chaos and violence. Luke 12:51, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division. And that's what we see. It's basically the people, the citizens against the government. Whether it's just your everyday average working citizens or even these prisoners. And everybody is just so tired and so fed up. And when the opportunity presents itself, this is what the end result is. Just pure chaos. The people just fighting back and wreaking havoc. And this is what the Lord is doing. Like I said, this is one of the many signs of the last days: the division, the violence, the chaos. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's right, and that's why we've seen violence increasing. The Lord is using these people as spirits of vengeance to execute his judgments on one another. That's why people are wounding and killing each other more often than they used to. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And with all of this chaos going on, regardless of where it's taking place, the wounding and the killing of people that's going on is the judgment of the Lord. I heard that here in America, Charlie Kirk, who's like a political figure, he just got killed. I believe he was like 31 or 32. And I think he was speaking at an event and somebody shot him. And he recently passed away, you know. And this is what's happening. Political violence, racial violence. The Lord is just letting it out now. The floodgates are starting to get open and violence is increasing. And there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of prison breaks, a lot of riots, a lot of protests, a lot of clashes with the police and the military. It's going to get really bad out here. Really, really bad out here. See, those of us of the Hopeful Elect, we have been mentally and spiritually preparing for this. But a lot of people have not been preparing for it. And they are in no way, shape, or form ready for the level of chaos that's about to ensue all over the world within these different countries. I just pray that the Heavenly Father continues to keep His hedge of protection over me and my loved ones, as well as all you sincere brothers and sisters and your loved ones. Because there is no stopping what's about to take place in this world. And even though those of us of the Hopeful Elect want these events to take place because we know that it's all according to prophecy, and we want the will of the Lord to be done on earth as it is in heaven, and we also know that all of this chaos is going to lead up to the Heavenly Father sending His only begotten Son back to deliver the Hopeful Elect, before this place gets nuked. Even though we know, all these things have to happen, it still doesn't take away from the fact that things are about to hit a level of chaos that the world has never experienced before and will never experience again. Like it says in 2 Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. You look up the definition of perilous, it means full of danger or risk. And there's no way that you can look and see all the things that are taking place throughout the world and not say that, hey, we're living in the last days. Things are just getting continuously worse. And there really seems to be no end in sight to how bad things are going to get. But we know how bad it's going to get. We know it's going to get nuclear war bad. But we also know that this has to happen. This wicked system has to be taken down. And it's going to be taken down the same way that it was created, through violence. All in accordance to the will of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord's will. Till next time, Shalom.